The Killer Bean PC game looks really amazing. Yeah, though it's at the development stage, but hey, by far with the kind of graphics that it's giving back, man, it really looks amazing. Like, man, it's good. Yeah, we all know the Killer Bean was once our favorite game back in an Android phone when the Android always came out some years ago. But hey, at least seeing one of our childhood favorite games coming on PC with much enhanced graphics, man, it's a great news. So I'm going to talk about this game, I'm going to talk about the graphics, I'm going to talk about the UI, I'm going to talk about the characters and the weapons, the stealth missions and the moves, probably the release dates and other things. So I'm going to start with the player's heads-up display. Okay, so if you look down on your left, you will see your life being represented as a heart, and then you'll see your energy being represented as a thunderbolt. And then down there is your money. That's being represented as the coin. And then when you look at the opposite side, you will see your amount of ammo left. And then beside this is your consumables like your grenades, flashbang, smoke, and other stuff. Okay, so let's talk about the character modes. You know, for the characters, we have Killer Bean as our main character, as we already know. And then we'll be having some melee combat, slow-mo diving, slow-mo sliding, and a whole lot coming up in this game. But I was informed that when you're performing these, it reduces your energy. And also with this, you can use your fist to fight when you're close to an enemy or even knock an enemy down in stealth mode when you're at the back of the enemy. And then you can also perform a finisher move like the wrestling move. By far, what was shown was the German suplex that normally, you know, the Brock Lesnar used to perform in wrestling. And performing that actually gives you more loot from the enemies that you can pick, some like the health, the energy, and other things. You want to do that more often in order to get more energy and also get more loot. Okay, so let's talk about Killer Bean sliding. You know, for the sliding, you can actually slide without depleting your energy bar. Yeah, that one we can do that. But then when you do slow-mo, in addition with the sliding, that will actually eat up or deplete your energy bar. And then with the diving, I think diving only comes with the slow-mo. And I'm sure with this one, it took inspiration from Max Payne. You know, Max Payne started with, I don't know if there is any other game that started this slow-mo diving shooting before Max Payne. As far as I know, and as far as my childhood game hooked me up, yeah, I think Max Payne started doing this slow-mo diving, shooting kind of action, and that was really amazing. And it's a very great thing that they are actually adding this to the Killer Bean game. And I also learned that you can do the sonar. The sonar skill also eats up the energy, and I think that one depletes like 5 of your energy bars. So if maybe like you are having like 10 bars of your energy, it will eat like 5 and then left with only 5. And once again, I think this took the inspiration from many games we've played, in many games we've known, like the Assassin's Creed, Batman, like using your spider sense in Spider-Man games and other games that we know. So probably with this game, there's going to be a lot of familiarities when you're playing it. So I think there won't be any much new thing that will be introduced to when we're playing, and it will be more comfortable when we're playing it, probably because of how familiar we are to the gameplay. And yeah, you can also do a breakdance as well. And the breakdance also eats up the energy bar. So technically, it's like almost all the skills that you do actually eats up your energy bar, especially with the slow-mo ones. That one depletes your energy bar. And I think with the exception of the breakdance, that one is not slow-mo, but eats up your energy bar. And also with the sonar skill, I think it is a skill that you can't have maybe right at the start of the game, but you need to reach some certain level before you can gain that sonar skill. And also because of that, the developer actually recommends using the headphones since it will help you detect the footsteps of the enemies. And about that brings us to the stealth missions and actions. Well, since this is a third-person, first-person shooting action game, it probably got some of its inspiration from our favorite first-person shooting games like the Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, and the other games. So things like the gunshot noise, footstep, and other things are very, very important when in stealth mode in this game. So with that, you can just give a fake gunshot to trigger enemy search, and then find your way, go hide somewhere. So once the enemy come in your position or come to the vintage, take advantage of that, and then you kill them up. We're also talking about killing enemies in stealth mode. If the enemies see dead bodies lying down, they will trigger alarm and then alert other enemies to start searching. So with this one, you can probably take enemies and hide them at some spot that the enemies can never find the dead bodies. Okay, so by far, with the kind of gameplay that I've seen, there is going to be a story campaign. And for the story campaign, well, I think that one will be done in multiple choices. So with that one, the story gameplay will actually take it from the kind of choices you make when you're playing the game, which will make the story mode very dynamic. Well, so about the story mode, we talk about some of the weapons that you'll be using during the gameplay. And just as you already know, Killer Bean will be having its dual pistols, and in addition to that, you will be having a rifle. But so far, the rifle is the only game apart from the pistol that we've seen. And according to the developer, they're working hard to add more and more weapons. And not just weapons, ammos as well. So guns like throwing fire, throwing ice balls, electric, even potions and explosives and all that are going to be in the game. And about weapons, when you kill enemies and they drop weapons, you can pick them up and use it. And with that also, weapons with specific stats will also change with its attachments and skins. So meaning if you're having like a 15 times zoom scope and you drop it and pick another one, you won't be having this 15 times scope anymore. Well, since this game is still under development, the release date isn't out yet. So even when you check it on Steam, it says coming soon. But hey, the trailer is already out, and I will drop the link in the description. The last thing I would like to talk about is the death. I'm pretty sure this game took death animation from the GTA 5. I see some similarities between them. Yeah, so that's the Killer Bean PC game for you. Technically, there are a lot more coming up after this, so get ready for more amazing stuff. See you next time. Bye for now.